look there inside Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Tonight, rivals do battle in the NFC East. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has a set. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They're led out by the former number 2 overall pick. That was back in 2015, Marcus Mariota.
It's just so nice to have a veteran like this on your roster that you know might not get a ton of reps in practice, might not get a ton of reps in the preseason, but when you need to turn to him, he's there and he's ready. They've been a starter in this league. They've had success. He knows how to manage a huddle. He knows how to read defenses. He does all the intangibles that you need to turn to when your team needs a settling force at quarterback. To have one of these guys, man, what a weapon.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
Well, it seems like they say the same thing, doesn't it, going into every season? And it's part of being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. There's no bigger spotlight in sports. The pressure is on you from day one, and Dak Prescott has never shied away from any of it. So can he get back healthy? Can he be out there for all the regular season games? Because when he's been healthy and that group around him's been intact, they're a perennial playoff contender. Can they get back to that? I think that's what everyone around the league is wondering. And a lot of that success down in Dallas is going to come down to the play at quarterback by Dak Prescott.
13 yards on the catch there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. It's into the hands of Pickens once again. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Williams, first down, and he's not done. And he will score! Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Dallas. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go. Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead.
Commanders nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Now it's the Arizona product that is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
On the zone read, Krosky-Merritt. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. But there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held. They caught the rookie first rounder out of Oregon, Josh Connerly. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's to Jacory Krosky-Merritt. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And a run. Here's Krosky-Merritt. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
At the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Trying right side here with Krosky-Merritt, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Right back to Krosky-Merritt. Moving this to the 36-yard line will give them enough. Chains will move. It's a 1st down.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Washington Commanders.
So often, Mike, you can tell a team's decision on 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. So I think after that 3rd down run, it was pretty clear that, hey, even if we don't get it here, we're comfortable going for it again on 4th down, but didn't turn out to be the case because he's able to get it there on 4th.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Washington.
First down.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
On first down, it is back to Krowski-Merritt. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And that'll set up fourth down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Take it, and he will get into the end zone. Marcus Mariota, touchdown Commanders.
You just had a feeling that this might be coming, right? It's kind of been brewing all game, Mike. You see it so often on fourth down. The most difficult play to defend deep in the red zone is quarterback scramble. The defense lets the quarterback get outside the pocket. It puts so much pressure on your paced defenders in the secondary, and they can't latch on, and he takes it on himself.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown and time for the kickoff. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cowboys offense about ready to get going on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And this is incomplete, but it looked like that defender got a head start. Let's check the call. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a few inches. On the give, it's Williams. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. In motion, Lamb. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Frankie Luvu there to make the play defensively.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On second down, it's Dak. Here's a screen set up to Williams. Down the sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 32 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
A short game, down to the 7.
Number 43 on the carry. Noah Igbenogany on the tackle. A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Second and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And now, third and goal coming up. Pistol now for Prescott. He'll try to, and he'll take this one in. Dak Prescott, touchdown Cowboys. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He knocks it through, and the Cowboys will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Commander is 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Commanders' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Now, faking the give. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter. Here comes 3rd and 6 as we are ready to get back underway. They motion the slot man left. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They'll go, and Krowski Merritt has it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
First down.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. Fourth down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll throw here on third and short. Has his man. It's Samuel. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Commanders first down.
That's good for a Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
24-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 5. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Third and 5.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And we've seen this time and time again. When this guy is in a groove like he is here, I mean, he's impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down, or he's going to completely wreck this game.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This one from 43 yards away. Moody's kick is good. And the Commanders are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On first and 10, Prescott. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Dak. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play for the Cowboys. It's a gain of 43 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end. I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw is Prescott. And he'll take it on in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. Cowboys are out to a 21-10 lead.
Commanders 10.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense headed back out, along with the guy who goes by Bill, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Samuel has it working in the middle. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
14 yards.
Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. On the give, Krosky-Merritt. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. Here's Tress Way now. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 21, here's 2nd down. Williams gets it on the draw. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle is made at the 26-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Cowboys.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Prescott now. That's brought in right side by Pickens. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Tyler Smith guilty on that one. Now Prescott into the hands of Pickens. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
2nd down, Prescott. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Prescott to his main man, Lamb. C.D. gets the Cowboys a first down.
13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Back to the air one more time. That's out wide to Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Dallas.
They'll throw again. Dak will get this out quickly to Lamb. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Throw across his body is complete. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll run. It's Williams. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Will use their their third and final timeout. Talk things over before third down. Prescott. Good blocking, and he's in. Dak Prescott, touchdown Cowboys. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Samuel, going to see what he can do. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Over the middle. He's got McLaurin. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So incomplete pass.
And their only realistic chance to end the half with points is to throw the ball near the sideline, gain as many yards as you can, and then hopefully either get yourself in position to kick the field goal or at the very least in position where you can attempt a Hail Mary.
On third down, they go with Krosky Merrick. And that's not going to be nearly enough. He'll get 4, but fourth and long coming up.
He's taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 5. It's fourth down.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half.
Jake Moody.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return, here's Turpin. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. They'll go again here with Williams. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Finding space inside the 40. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 20. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
A throw on the move is caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not, and it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and goal. Pistol now for Prescott. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
To the outside, into the hands of McClure. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up fourth down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Play fake. Prescott. That's caught by Lamb. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
He'll throw it left and has his running back, and he'll be forced out of bounds, a very short gain.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Brings up 3rd.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down. And now this brings up a tough situation, Mike, because even if they were going to consider going for it on 4th down, how do you do so when you couldn't even manage to get a few inches on 3rd down? Disappointing result for them on that play.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready for this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Delay of game, offense.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
On 3rd down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Malik Hooker Turner, the fine safety, coming on the rush that time to record the sack.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
The Commanders set to kick this one away as he's standing right around his own goal line. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A give, and here comes Williams. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down. It's another run here for Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll go with Williams. And he is putting in the work. Dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and a yard. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Cowboys 1st down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Cowboys.
On the ground, this is Williams. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Williams, the ball carrier, brought down at the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. A run with Davis. And he's going to be close to the 1st down. Out of bounds just a little short. He can pick it up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
On the carry, it's Williams. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. A pitch comes to Williams. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. A marker comes in as he goes down. It is a sack, and that flag definitely in the area of holding. That's on Tyler Guyton, the tackle. On the give, it's Williams. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Third and long. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That one taken in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Commanders 10.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Forced out wide. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And now flags fly as a gain of about 4 could be negated. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
2nd and 10. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Defense.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Has caught. That's Lane. And he's going to have the 1st down. An aggressive call there. But it works out as they convert on 4th down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
1st and 10.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll motion over Samuel. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That one secured by the tight end Bates. And the Commanders are going to have it 1st and goal. He's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
They'll look to throw yet again. In trouble, and down he goes. Quinn Williams gets in there for the sack, and now it's 3rd and goal.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes, but now on 3rd and goal following that 2nd down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And he'll throw this one away. Incomplete. Receivers blanking it everywhere he looked. To bring up a 4th down.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jalen Lane. Touchdown, Washington. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Moody now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders are able to edge a bit closer.
Commanders 17.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. On the return, here's Turpin. Crazy. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They run over center with Williams. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On the play fake. Dak. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. On the option, here's Williams. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he'd pick up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Commanders' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looks like he might have gotten there early. They'll look to throw. A screen set up for Krosky Merritt. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
9 yards.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's swung out to Krosky Merritt, and he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Has his man. It's Samuel. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. As this defense too loose there. Gain of 19 on 4th down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Back to the air one more time. That is caught by the tight end, John Bates. Touchdown, Commander. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
On is Moody to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders are able to cut into the deficit.
Cowboys 38, Commanders 24.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll run it with Williams. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
A gain of 9 yards and a Cowboy first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Williams gets it on the draw. And a nice job, able to dance away and get forward for a pickup of a half dozen. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Here's a handoff to Williams. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That pass taken in by McClory.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now he'll air one out. That one underthrown and intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts. So just one kneel down and then time to shake hands. To a knee goes Prescott. And that should do it. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night from just outside our nation's capital.